Don't mind me watching what is over the place.
You're right.
Love. Hi besties, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mason. I'm currently on my Disney college program. I was fall 2022 and I exited to spring 2023. Did a whole year. If you can't tell, my allergies are insane. My eyes are horrendous right now. We're feeling good besides that, and I wanted to post a video. I've been wanting to post more content onto my channel, film some more stuff. So I posted an Instagram story asking for some questions to do a Q&A because I thought that'd be a fun video. If you can't tell either, I'm in my bedroom at home. I'm currently home. I actually leave tomorrow morning. It's currently 9 o'clock. I have to leave here in 6 hours to go to the airport. I wanted to film a Q&A and just talk, and so you guys can learn about my program. We're just gonna dive right into it and answer these questions. I don't know how much I'm allowed to answer, what I can answer, what I can say, whatever. I just want to say my opinions are my own and I don't represent the brand or the company, you know. I'm gonna answer what I can answer, and yeah. I also just wanted to add too that every experience is different. So what you're hearing is my own experience. It's not going to be an experience of someone else's program or time with Disney. So just keep that and take everything that I say with a grain of salt, because this is my personal unique story and my unique experience so far in my program. I'm just gonna go in order in the way that these were sent. So the first one is, how are your shifts at the Galactic Star Cruiser? Is your schedule weird hours? Again, like I said, I don't know how much I can talk about it, but right now in that extension, I'm working full-time hours, which I really appreciate. I'm working full-time hours. If I don't end up giving away a shift, I do get scheduled for full-time hours, and my shifts are typically 8.5 hours. 8.5 hours, 5 days a week, and 2 days off. And I really like morning shifts where I work at my location. We're constantly moving and everything is different. So unlike bakery where you're always gonna be doing the same thing no matter what your shift, there's different things going on at different times. So I prefer morning shifts. I love doing morning shifts, and our scheduler knows that. So I always work morning shifts or I trade for the morning. So typically I work like a 6:30 to 3 o'clock shift. That's what I typically work, or sometimes it goes up to like 7:30 and then 9:30. The way that my location works, it's majority CPs in my role. So it's gonna be different at like a standard location. Like I know my previous location, Main Street Bakery, I was always nights. Had no say. Always nights, 6 days a week on 50 hours. The next question was, what was the process like for getting your role at the Galactic Star Cruiser? Is it a DCP role? The way that my experience went, again, is gonna be different for everybody else. I did make a video about it that I can put in whatever corner. Basically, I applied for the extension when I was a month into my program, only a month. I applied to extend with this premium extension. There's a couple, so there is premium services, Galactic Star Cruiser, minivan, and guest relations. Again, I talked about this before in a different video. I applied for the Galactic Star Cruiser for the roamer role, which is what I am. It is a CP premium extension. You will never get Galactic Star Cruiser as your base role. Like when you first start your program, you do have to extend your program into that premium role. So the process took like 3 months. I think I applied at the end of July, got an interview in August, and a second interview in September, with my offer coming a week later, starting in October, the end of October. So my process was a lengthy process, and again, like I said, it's different for everyone, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. If you applied, it's gonna be different for everyone, because I know people at my location who were literally at their home location from the original program for only 2 weeks before they transferred to Star Cruiser. This next question is, when I graduate high school, I'm thinking about doing the DCP. Is it worth it? Again, I'm gonna keep pushing this. Every experience is different. I truly don't think I can tell you what is right for you and if it's worth it for you. That is something that you need to figure out yourself and do your own investigating and hearing other people's stories and doing the research online, going to the CP website, like the Disney program site, and just learning about the company as a whole and their values. And I think it depends on you, but from my personal experience, at the end of the day, I do think it's worth it for me. I really enjoy it, as exhausting and hard as the program is. I do think it's worth it because I think it's a good stepping stone and I want to stay with the company. So for me personally, it's been worth it, and especially being home now, reflecting on everything, I'm having the time of my life. Truly, it is so fun, and it's really solidifying a lot of things that I want to do with my future that I don't think I would have gotten otherwise. I personally think it's worth it. If it's something you're interested in, I say go for it. You need to do your research and just know what you're getting yourself into. I feel like I did, so I knew what I was getting myself into, and I knew a lot of information, so just make sure you're well equipped and not just like signing up on a whim. Just know what you want to get out of it, and if it's the right time for you in your current life. Someone said, who was your favorite person to work with at Main Street Bakery? I don't have a favorite, but I have a list that we're just gonna go off. And if I didn't say your name, I'm so sorry. But the besties that I love are like Brianna, Nessa, obviously you guys know who that is, Elizabeth, Emily, Maddie. I think those are the people that I really took away though from that location, like a solid group. I love them. I love you all so much, all my bakery friends. I think the bakery cast members are amazing, and I really like that I clicked well with them, and I love them so much, and we're still friends to this day. And 3 of us even work together at Star Cruiser, which I love. The next one was top 3 core memories from your program. So I know the first one for sure was during my welcome week, just doing like a bunch of stuff around the property, but the main one being when we got Ohana's and then Enchantment was going off. And I don't know if you know this, they turn off all the music and dim the lights and play Enchantment or like Coming Up Happily Ever After inside of the restaurant. So that was really cool because it was our first week and we were like, what? Another one has to deal with Enchantment. I know a lot of people don't like Enchantment, so don't come for me. I love Enchantment so much. That show means so much to me. Whenever they were doing the new Enchantment, because they made like an Enchantment 2.0, we were all closing up at the bakery and one of our leaders comes in and is like, go to Main Street, you're gonna watch the fireworks. And we're like, what? So we went and we watched the new Enchantment on Main Street. There was like camera crews there. We weren't allowed to take photos and videos. The show director was there. The TikTok account was there, the Disney Park social media. And it was just Main Street cast members in front of the castle, like Casey's Corner, Ice Cream Parlor, Emporium, Main Street East, and then Bakery. It was just all of us just sitting there watching Enchantment, and it was so cool. What was cool is like being in our costumes, just sitting on the ground in front of the castle, like just screaming these songs all together. It was such a cool moment and like something I never thought I would do on our program. And I think the next one again has to do with Enchantment. I don't know why it all revolves around Enchantment, but with Liz actually asked this question. It was Liz and I one time did like an unplanned trip to the Magic Kingdom. We ended up there. We always ended up at a park, Liz and I. Epcot, like we always end up at a park, and well, we ended up at Magic Kingdom. We were on Haunted Mansion and we get off and people are like moving. We're like, what? It was pouring down rain. We go out there, it is pouring, guys. Like I'd never seen it pour this bad at Disney World. I was like, what is going on? I felt like a hurricane. I was like, okay, what the heck is happening? Liberty Square floods like so bad. I've never seen that before. Liberty Square floods so bad. Liz and I were going through the trenches literally with ankle high water. It was bad. And then Enchantment starts right behind us and we're like, what is going on? And we just like walked through Main Street, like walked to the monorail, and we just walked through the rain, like heavy rain, walking through like ankle high water, and we were just like belting Enchantment. It was such a fun memory and such a silly little thing that happened. Okay, next question was from Haley. How was it being friends with Haley's Happy Honks? Haley's Happy Haunts, that's her Instagram name. It was fantastic and I miss Haley's Happy Honks. Haley, come back. Haley, please come visit us. There's a lot of things with the program that I'm just gonna send me on a tangent because it is something I'm gonna talk about later with another question that we got. Haley was one of the most genuine people I met on the program because of social media. I think social media is very polarizing when it comes to the college program. But Haley was hands down one of the nicest people from social media that I met through the college program. Haley, you're fantastic and I miss you. Come back. Next one was things you wished you knew before going to your DCP. I kind of got the vibe from this, and I think I talked about it before. The social media presence that the college program has, but then there's a lot of people who are so disconnected when it comes to social media, like disconnected in the sense of people who are doing it just to make content. I think it's difficult to talk about without like experiencing it. The biggest thing I've learned from that is, or what I wish I knew, was to not trust everyone. That sounds weird, like nothing bad happened, just some awkward and weird experiences because people aren't all to what they crack out to be and the person they are. I don't know how to describe it, just online the program can be to some people, but you're there to work. You're not there to make videos or reels or TikToks. That's just a perk. I don't know if that makes any sense, but we have a couple questions left. I don't want this video to be too long, but it already looks like it is. The next one is, how difficult is it to be accepted into the Disney College program? Again, like I've said before with this whole video, this is my own experience. I don't know how it's gonna be for you, but my experience was, I talked about this before on my channel. It's like one of the first videos I posted was really short. I applied, did my web web-based interview, got in a week later. So that was my timeline, but I do know now, take it with a grain of salt. You do your research, find people who are newer with the program because the program's always changing. My experience is dated already, but I do know now they brought back the phone interview. So that's also a new component in the hiring process for the college program. So it's gonna be different, but for me, it was literally a week. I hope that answered some things. This last question, someone asked like a bunch of questions in one. I'm not gonna answer some of them because I already did. Would you recommend the DCP to people? Again, it's obviously your own experience. I think it's different for every person. I do recommend it if you're trying to get that experience with the company, networking, just experience working at Disney. If you have good work ethic and you want to go to the parks, sure, go for it. Just don't come here like just to go to the parks. Don't come here with the mindset of, oh, I get to go to the parks every day. Well, yes, if your schedule allows that, you can make it happen, but you're coming here to work, you're gonna be exhausted. You're gonna be so tired, but at the end of the day, the best thing I think I've ever done in my life. I love it so much, and I think where I'm at and what I wanna do, the college program is such a great stepping stone, and I love that Disney offers it. I know that sounds like I'm like feeling like advertisement, but I do appreciate that Disney does it for people who want to work for the company. You can get like a taste of it and see if you truly like it, and I really do. At the end of the day, I do appreciate it. I do love what I get to do. I'm thankful for Disney. I'm thankful for everything that they've done for me, all the people they brought into my life. So I do think it is worth it. Would I do it again? I don't think I would do the college program again, just because, like I said, the timeline I want to follow and what I want to do. I want to go into full-time, part-time. It's not like a type of thing like go home and then come back. I just feel like I want to stay, so I'm going to stay. I'm not going to do multiple programs. But again, if that was something in my life where I wanted to go home, I think I would do it again if I wanted to, because again, it's worth it, and I really do love my experience that I've been having. I think the person I was before, I'm so different now because of this experience in the best way possible. Anyway, that is all the questions that I'm going to be answering. I appreciate you all so much for asking them. I miss vlogging, so I'm going to try to post more content, especially with me entering the last 2 full months of my program. So I'm gonna do as much as I can. Live that CP life for these last 2 months before going into a new role for full-time, part-time. I'm thankful for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment what you want to see more of, and do all the things that whatever they say. Who am I trying to be? Anyway, love you guys. I will talk to you in the next video.